Hello, today I'm going to review the Star Wars The Black Series Boba Fett figure for the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary. So starting off, this is a very deluxe figure that doesn't really go for that deluxe figure price. Like this one has so many accessories and stuff that goes with it. So this will probably be a longer review. But this is probably one of the best figures they've made in my opinion just off the start. So I'll show you the joints and stuff first, and I'll show you the details, and then I'll give you the overview of the figure and all that. So let's get started. So I'll start off with the articulation. So you can see he has head articulation, and right off the bat though you can see that there is not really a head underneath. I would have really liked to make this figure perfect. I think that it could have used the Boba Fett head underneath. But it's not too bad without it, as I said, because this is a really good figure. But I think the head underneath would have made it a lot better. But you can also see he has the little visor that comes down. So you can do that. And then over here, he has neck articulation, as I said. I think I already said that, though. And then he has his elbow articulation. Let me get this over here. I don't know why I always show the elbows first, but he has that. Then he has shoulder articulation, which is a little bit harder to use on this one at least. Oh, his jetpack's falling off. Yeah, sometimes the accessories cause these figures problems when I'm posing them, so I kind of put them on last. You can see his shoulder articulation now. It's restricted a little bit by these top pieces, though, I gotta say. It's not too bad, though. Then he also has hand articulation, so you can bend that side to side. Then he has his waist articulation, like that. And then this belt kind of goes on in between all that, so you kind of want to make sure that stays in between, or else this will end up happening. So let me get that back up there. There we go. And you can see he has thigh articulation, so you can get some poses out of that, give him to move his legs forward and everything. Then he has knee articulation, so you can bend his knees backwards and all that. And then let me get it back over here. Man, he has some stiff joints about like the Wrecker figure, but it's not the bag stiff. Like they're really good stiff. They hold the poses really good. I will say, I don't know what it is about these figures, but it seems like after I do that, they get like way looser after that. So that's why I don't bend these around too much. Then you can also see he has foot articulation, and that is all his articulation. So in terms of details, this figure is absolutely loaded with details. So we'll start with the helmet. You can see he has like a bunch of metallic paint that has all the little scratches and stuff. He has the little bullet hole up here in his helmet. It's like a reflective visor. As we keep going down, you can see he has like the red and stuff on his helmet. And then as we keep going down to right here, you can see he has a lot of little scratches there like he's supposed to with that metallic finish to him. Then around the arms, you can see he has his little signet right here where he's a Mandalorian. He has a lot of details in the flight suit. The flight suit is like it's not very dirty or anything like it should be. I don't really think it's that bad because I prefer to have a cleaner looking figure, to be honest. If it's too dirty, it looks like a kid left it outside and like didn't bring it back in or something. So I don't mind the flight suit being this color. And you can see he has a lot of details here. He even has this little, I don't really know exactly what it is. I think it's something to do with the flamethrower, or it might just be one of his Mandalorian weapons. It goes over here on the arm. Then on the other side, I really like this. You can see he has his little pop and stuff running down it. Lots of stuff like that. Which I will say, you gotta be careful with the pops as you pose the arms, or else you'll end up breaking those. But he has this, which this can actually come off as a separate piece. But it's a grappling hook where he can pull somebody in and do what Mandalorians do best. And then you can see he has the little belt right here with some little satchels right here to hold stuff in. You can't actually put anything in it though, which isn't too bad, but I will say with all the accessories he comes with, some storage for them would have been good. But as we keep going down, you can see he has little pockets and stuff. He has details up here with a little red belt and stuff as well. And then he has some yellow knee pads. And then I think the worst part of this figure's details, which I'll have to go back and see if he's like this in the movies, but the shoes feel very different than the rest of the figure. Not that they feel different. I mean, they look different. Like, they don't have as much detail, but I don't know. He might be like that in the movies, too. But that's all the details on the figure, at least on the front. As you turn around the back, you can see he has his little cape right here. It's like a rubbery piece that holds onto the top. And it doesn't restrict the jetpack, which I should probably show that next. He has a very detailed jetpack, probably the most detailed jetpack I've seen them make. And I just recently found out that you can put the fire pieces inside of the jetpacks, so I did that to my Boba Fett and my Axe Woves figure. Then you can also bend these, of course. These feel a little bit more loose. I don't know why exactly, but you can also bring his missile out of his jetpack like this. It's a separate piece. You can recreate that scene from The Mandalorian if you want, but that just pegs back into the back of him like that. Which I'm not doing that right now though. And you can also see right here on his flamethrower piece, you can attach to this fire. I really do like this. And let me get it on there. It just pegs onto this. Hang on, I'll put it upside down. Sometimes I need to do this off camera so I can actually see what I'm doing. I'm kind of watching myself do it on the camera. But there we go. I attached the fire piece, and then he's like that. So that's really cool. I do like that there's so much posability to this figure, since he is like a character that's always moving in the movies and in his show and stuff, of course. But yeah, this is a very good figure if you want to actually use him as a toy. Like if I was to get a kid a Star Wars figure, I'd probably go with this figure just because his quality is so good and he's so durable and all that. And he's just a lot of fun. I just display my figures though, so I'm very happy with all the posability and stuff that he has too. So now we will look at the box. He has a different kind of box compared to the other figures, as this is an anniversary release. Let me zoom this out. It's like the original Star Wars figures from the Kenner. I guess that was the company that used to make these. It looks like it's from the 70s and 80s and all that. So it kind of has some nostalgic packaging, I guess, to anybody who was alive in that time, who used to collect figures back then. And then on the back, it says a little bit about the other figures, which in my opinion, Boba Fett's really the only one of these that I'm going to buy. The other ones, I'd just rather buy their other versions that they've made. But this is a very good figure, as I've said, and I don't really see this one in stores. I always see the Han, Leia, Lando, and the Ewok, but I don't really see Boba Fett anywhere. But if you can find this figure, he is a very good one, and he actually seems to be going on sale a lot, because sometimes I always see him on sale. I've seen him on sale for $18 before, on Amazon at least, so this is a very good figure. And I would actually give this figure a 9.5 out of 10. Only thing that I wish it would have had is a head underneath the helmet. But I guess they don't have to add that, being that this is like the Return of the Jedi design where he didn't even show his face anyway. But anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye.